Hello guys, welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be reacting to a video. Yeah, this is the first ever post-commentary video that we do on the channel. And I kind of had to, because this is going to be the second time we do the Cursed Sword Only challenge. A challenge where we only use the Cursed Sword. First of all, I'd like to redirect you guys to the first attempt that we did at this challenge. We already did a Cursed Sword Only run in the channel, and I'd recommend you guys watching it because I did live commentary for that, so you guys can hear the dread, and you guys can feel it in my voice how crazy I go, especially since in the first video we could say that the run was a bit more I don't know how to say it, thrilling to watch, I guess, because we had so many rifts and we end up with so many scrolls, and we got the true ending of the game. You know, we fought a spoiler boss, which means going through Astrolab. And if you guys have seen my previous videos, going through Astrolab is just awful. Let's increase the volume a bit. Going through Astrolab is just awful. I've been dying a lot. So I got like 3 or 4 times back to back almost to Astrolab doing this challenge, and I kept dying, man. And this challenge is amazing, but it's a little too hard. So I thought Astrolab was too hard. So for this one, we're gonna be fighting Dracula. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be going to Dracula. We're gonna kill Dracula in this challenge, in this video. And yeah, I am recording commentary after because I want to give it a shot, see how post commentary feels like. I always feel like commenting videos after I recorded them is a bit of a waste, because the time I spend commenting over a video, I could be recording another one, right? But it's different with this because I was trying to do the runs with commentary, but I just kept dying, right? I kept dying over and over again. So I tried doing it without commentary, and I started getting more consistent, right? Consistent runs. And yeah, no commentary gives me more room to focus. That's why I am recording a recording, like Inception. So, once again, if you guys want to see another run of the Cursed Sword Only challenge, just go to my channel and search Cursed Sword Only. I think if you search it normally on the YouTube search bar, like deadcells Cursed Sword Only challenge, my video appears. I hope it does. And if it doesn't, just look it up in my own channel. And yeah, this is the second time I do this, and let's enjoy it. So, talking a bit more about the challenge itself, as you guys saw from the very beginning of the video, I always show my custom game settings, so you guys can copy the runs for yourselves. But this time it's just Cursed Sword, right? There's nothing else. So there maybe wasn't that much. It wasn't necessary. Maybe it wasn't necessary to show it, but it's just something I get used to doing. On every showcase, I show my custom game settings, and yeah, the only thing we have unlocked is the Cursed Sword, and it makes this challenge really difficult because you can't get hit, right? So your only source of damage avoidance, mitigation, or whatever is the roll. The only thing you can do is rolling, and this gives like another layer of importance to roll, because this is a game that you can play without shields, yes, but having a shield and being able to parry, you know, and even the passive ability of the shield, which by the way is when you get hit with and you have a shield in one of your main slots, you get a small invincibility bubble that prevents the next hit. It lowers your rally a bit, I think, but you know, it's still good to prevent further damage. So we don't have that, and that was a pretty close that was a pretty close trap section. We don't have that because we don't have a shield, so we can't parry, and that was pretty close as well. And we also don't have the... Imagine me trying to say that while playing, like make coherent commentary. Anyways, we don't have the benefit of the shield, and it doesn't matter the passive or the active ability of the shield because we can't get hit at all. That's why the first mutation we choose is Predator, even though it's not as effective at the beginning. Like you only get 1 second or 1.1 second of seconds of invincibility. It is not that much, but it's still enough to de-aggro enemies so that we can keep killing them without taking too many risks. And as you guys just saw, we were very quick to go through both Promenade, both Prisoners' Quarters and Promenade. That's because this challenge is really difficult. If you ever attempt this, you are gonna die a lot. You're gonna die a lot of times. So to prevent that, we just try to play as quickly as possible while still maintaining a safe distance from the enemies and still playing safe. But we're trying to be very fast. Hence, the fact that we did not go to the optional biome, we did not go to Corrupted Prison or Prison Depths. And we also use the Explorer's map right here to... And this is essential, in my opinion, to effectively completing Ramparts, because the exit, as you guys just saw, the exit can spawn anywhere, right? The exit to Prisoners to Blackbridge can spawn anywhere in here, and it's not always in the final tower, right? Sometimes it's in the first towers, and sometimes some sections are just straight up useless, right? This section, for example, it has a scroll fragment. That's the only reason we went down there. Other than that, it's just a useless area. And there are a bunch of those, and you guys are going to see that I keep checking the map right there, because this area is also really difficult, especially because it's cursed. This area is really difficult. Also because of those mobs. You guys are going to see them. And I'm gonna... I think it's... See, for example, this section right here, the one that's down there, it's useless. So there's no reason to go down there. There are no scrolls. And I am not taking any rifts, so there's no reason to explore the map, because rifts really just make me die more, because I die in them. Doing rifts without shields is really difficult for me, and there are some trap sections that are, I don't want to say impossible, but they are so hard to master without a shield that I just rather not have the extra damage, right? The fact that we only have... That was pretty close as well. The fact that we only have the Cursed Sword unlocked makes it so we know that when we flawless... And we also have to flawless the first boss. But we know that when we flawless Concierge, he is gonna give us a legendary Cursed Sword. Also, let's upgrade our Cursed Sword here. We're looking for one with extra damage for free, like that one right there. It wasn't mimicked, but I was ready for a mimic there. I've fought mimics before in Ramparts here while it was cursed, and that gives us like a really high level gear. But anyways, we're gonna get a legendary from That's also really dangerous. We're gonna get a legendary from fighting Concierge, and it's gonna be a legendary Cursed Sword, which fits really well. The legendary effect fits really, really well with the challenge that we're going for here, because we get free, not free, but we get 300% extra damage with the caveat that we cannot use any other items. And since we aren't using any other items, it's amazing. So, you guys can see from the map that we have a shark down there in this section coming up. We're not going to go down there because... Oh, I do go there. Okay, I think I wanted to get the 60. The 60 kills. Oh no, I wanted to get the food shop. Yeah. We're not going to buy any food, but since we're going too fast and we're not exactly killing... We're not full clearing biomes. That's really tough. We're building up quite a lot of Malays, so I tend to go to the shop just to buy the cough syrup, so we don't have to worry about Malays mobs. I was considering this mob is just awful. I don't know their name, but the one that does the slam on the ground. I've died to them so many times because of the... They are really aggressive. Anyways, you guys can see how fast we're playing. Like, this video is... We're reacting to the video, and I'm trying not to pause the video. And I think we are like... Yeah, 11 minutes into the run. This is incredibly fast. The in-game timer is also like... We're barely hitting the 8-minute mark, right? This is amazing. And this is the same way the first time that I did this challenge went. This is exactly how it went. I think I did the exact same route as well. Also used the exact same mutations. Unfortunately, we don't have that much freedom with mutations. This is an incredibly strict challenge, so it's not like you can go with, you know, your preference of mutations. I've seen people do this challenge and use crow's feet to decrease the enemy's velocity, but for the same reason I hate melee, I'd never use that. Anyways. On this fight, I always open up launching the homunculus into Concierge, just so we can get that tiny bit amount of damage. I've also died a lot to his aura, right now for example. Luckily he's already aggroed from being into his second phase, but that aura can crush you. And as you guys saw, quick and easy. I'm going to be posting a non-commentary version of this challenge, of this video. I'm going to be posting the original video without commentary. And I'm going to private it. And I'm going to leave the link in the description. So if you guys want to see the video without me talking all over it, just let me know. But yeah, pretty decent clear. Unfortunately, no good necklace. Still, we're still rocking the 2 necklace. But on my previous runs, the ones that I failed, I wasn't prioritizing on-color amulets. I was prioritizing double jumps. Because for a challenge like this, where we cannot parry, double jumps really help out when you want to avoid damage or avoid hits at all. Having an extra jump is really good, and you guys are gonna see that in the end, it's gonna make sense why we need an extra jump. Anyways, we're going through the quickest biomes in the game. I think this is also the speedrun route. Usually, I know a lot of routes go through Arboretum, but I think the record, the world record for most... This is also a pretty cool speedrun trick. You can interact with the totem from below the ground. Anyways, this is the fastest route. I'm still trying to fight some elites, but mostly I am avoiding confrontation, and I'm also avoiding like I fight every elite in this video, but sometimes I avoid some elite fights because they are too, like, if they seem too dangerous, if the position isn't so good, I just avoid them. I still take this shortcut, even though it's a little dangerous. It seems dangerous, but it's actually really easy. I haven't died to that yet in all my attempts, and I've tried a lot. Like, I've been attempting this challenge for the past like 3 or 4 months, and I wanted to wait for the End is Near update to finally release, because they're gonna do so much. They're gonna change so much stuff with the curse mechanic, right? I believe they are taking so long to release the update because curses are a really niche like thing. Like, a lot of people just don't do curses, right? On lower BCs, and most players, like, they avoid curses, or like they see a cursed chest and their first reaction isn't to just pick it up like me. And I think that's what's making them really take their time with the End is Near update, right? So I wanted to wait for them to release the update, but since they've been taking so long, and I really love the Cursed Sword, guys, you guys have no idea how much I love the Cursed Sword. Because I really love the Cursed Sword, I couldn't wait. So I'm just releasing a video. I didn't need to pick this one up. It actually messed up the aesthetic of my HUD there. I had 17 brutality and 1 tactics and 1 survival, but I just picked up an amulet out of, you know, it's something that I'm used to do. I see a better necklace, I pick it up. But in this case, it doesn't matter if it has more scrolls into other colors. I just needed the 2 in brutality, and the necklace had the same amount. Anyways, going here through Forgotten Sepulcher, or Sepulcher, I never know how to pronounce it. This is also one of the easiest and fastest biomes, despite the darkness being scary and stuff. It is really scary, but I haven't died to it, right? When I was attempting this challenge, I did not. I think I only died once or twice in Sepulcher, and it was from mobs, you know, bad elite placement. I died so many times in this challenge. You guys have no idea. When I attempt something like this, when I seriously attempt something like this, and you know I'm gonna, like, I'm only gonna be doing this for the next couple days, I try to check the time, you know, on Steam before I started and when I finished, and I spend 15 hours. 15, not 50. Sorry for my accent. 15, 10 hours plus 5 hours of my time in game trying to do this. And you guys can see how quick those runs are. Like, this one is a success, and it is like 28 minutes, right? And it's not even my fastest one. I've gotten to Astrolab in like 25 minutes. Right? If I play really fast, and if the level generation is kind enough, you know, and I did a lot of attempts, right? I lost count, but probably, I don't know, man. Like, I can't even say how many it took, but it took a while, and I've discovered a lot of things while trying this challenge out. First one, in this challenge specifically, scrolls are not that important. Yes, they are good. It's good to have a lot of scrolls. However, you're using a cursed sword, a legendary cursed sword for the second half of the game. So you're already doing 300% extra damage, right? And you can get some good affixes on top of that. And since there are not that many good mutations you can take, you're always using at least 2 very, very offensive mutations, like No Mercy and Combo, and if you want, you can go with Open Wounds. Like if you got a Bleed synergy on the Cursed Sword, you could go with open Wounds, but most consistently, I just go with Combo and No Mercy, because they just increase your damage, you know. I could use Initiative, I could use Melee if I was insane and didn't mind getting hit all the time from the enemy's attack pattern being desynced. I could have used Crow's Feet. As I said, some people use this. But once again, same reason I don't use Melee. I don't want the enemy's moveset to be changed. That's a really... I think this is the closest I get to dying in the entire run. Maybe. I'm not sure. We probably went through harder situations earlier, but I just remember being very nervous here. I can pretty consistently get to Giant doing this challenge after so many attempts, and this is my second time doing this. I can pretty consistently get like to this point, and sometimes I die to Giant on his second phase when you don't kill him fast enough and the ceiling starts to fall. You know, crystals dropping. This is a really, really tough situation. Like, man, I've already beaten the biome, right? I've gotten 92 kills. I didn't get hit. I didn't took darkness damage. I'm using a cursed sword. And right at the end, I have to do a fucking trap section, man. Anyways, I can pretty consistently get to Giant, but I was dying a lot in Astrolab. I think yesterday I was trying... Like, I had a free day. Like, I wasn't doing anything from college, and I wasn't doing anything related to work or stuff. I was just free to spend my time as I wanted. And I did an entire day, like... Here I got the Bleed synergy, so I go with Combo, Open Wounds, and No Mercy. Same setup I was using before, I just replaced a Predator with Open Wounds, since we got the extra 60. But we're already hitting damage cap numbers anyways, so it doesn't matter. I would have gone with Open Wounds anyway, that's what I meant, even if I didn't get the synergy. Yesterday I got pretty close a couple times. That's a really tough section. Like, you gotta commit to killing him fast, but you also gotta be careful. Anyways, I got to Astrolab like 3 times in a row. I swear to God, 3 times in a row I got to Astrolab. And every time I died to some bullshit in Astrolab. So this is the first time I decide to not go there, and I say fuck it. And let's go to the Dracula route. And the Dracula route is also pretty fast. I got lucky with the generation. You guys are gonna see that in a second. I'm gonna keep talking about that later, but for now, check out the first cursed sword that I'm using. Also, if you're using 2 cursed swords, they cancel each other out, so you can use the third one. Not that it matters, but I started using the first cursed sword, and here I go all in on damage. So we go with Predator. I think we go with Initiative, even though, once again, it's probably useless. And I think I go with No Mercy as well. Yeah, just because there aren't really that many mutations we can use. So I just go with Initiative, I think. Yeah. And the first cursed sword that I have, the one that's in my main hand right now, has a very important effect that helps you with crowd control. It has a very good affix, and that is when you kill an enemy, you freeze nearby enemies. It's not that rare, but it is somewhat difficult to get. I've had some runs where I ran out of gold trying to get that affix, But on this one we got lucky. And yeah, that's a difficult mob to kill. And as you guys can see, when we kill an enemy, like ice pops out of them. And sometimes, you guys have seen this throughout the run, because I think I got other cursed swords that did this. But you freeze nearby enemies. So if you're in a very like enemy dense area, an area that's really crowded, this is your crowd control, right? Predator is going to de-aggro the enemies, but if an enemy was mid-attack or preparing to attack, that's a really good necklace. Right there I knew this was a good run. I was really afraid. As I said, once again, this is the first time I try to go to Dracula's castle instead of going to Astrolab, and I was really afraid of fighting Medusa because they kind of buffed her a little bit. I think they added a damage cap, a small damage cap before. I think you could two-shot her with the cursed sword. I know because I already did a cursed sword. Guys, I did so many cursed sword runs, but anyways. I was really afraid of fighting her, but it was really easy. Most mobs don't really have time to attack. That scared me right there. Anyways. Yeah, right there. The ice effect. It stopped the demon from attacking. Once again, Dracula's castle full of dead ends, which really sucks. So, I found out that Dracula's castle is really good if you're trying to do this challenge or if you're speedrunning. Because you can just go for the key, and the key is always in the lower right area of the map. And then you can just go up, and the exit is gonna be in one of those ends of the map, right? And I mean, yeah, you're still dependent on luck, right? You can still miss. You can still get the exit. You can still guess where the exit is going to be wrong. But here, I guessed it right. And we just got the fuck out. And right here, I set up for the final boss. I believe this is the same setup that we did for the first time we beat the game using only the cursed sword. I really wanted to use the cursed mutations, but I don't know how the devs are gonna. I don't know if the devs are gonna change them, right? So I don't use them. I just use the normal mutations. But when the update finally releases, I am gonna do another cursed sword only run with the new mutations. However, for this one, I go with Tainted Flask and Emergency Triage, because this gives you a lot of iframes, you know, you're invincible, and you do extra damage. I also go with No Mercy, and let's see if we can kill Dracula. This was also my first attempt at doing post commentary, so let me know what you guys think about this. If you guys like it or not. Also, in the end of the video, I'm gonna show where the channel is gonna go next. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a snippet of what we have planned for 2024. Anyways, let's kill this guy. Just kidding. I die. Yep, I died. I died. Yep, I died. I did not kill Dracula. But, as I said, I was trying this for 15 hours, you know, in the past, like, 4 to 5 days. And I decided I wanted to do something else, right? So, yeah, this is the video. Before you guys go, I wanted to reiterate that you guys can go, this is my channel by the way, you guys can come here in the channel, and you guys can look for Cursed Sword. And you guys are going to see that I really, really love the Cursed Sword. This is the first time we did this challenge 5 months ago, and this is a success. I'm not going to show it to you guys so you guys can see it for yourselves, but this is the first time I succeeded on this challenge, and this time we really succeeded. We fought Spoiler Boss and we won. There are also a bunch of meme videos. This is the first time I used the Cursed Sword on a video using the damned aspect, but it was a run where we used shields and skills and stuff. And this is the Cursed Sword run that I did with commentary 8 months ago. I also did another one using skills and stuff. And I also got it in a live stream. Yeah, we got a Cursed Sword run win on a live stream. And I think I timestamp it. Yeah, the Cursed Sword run starts at 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 50 seconds. So there are a bunch of Cursed Sword runs in the channel. Like a bunch that you guys can watch, a bunch of successful ones. So I feel a little more okay posting this failed showcase. And also, we have a bunch of videos scheduled. That we have already recorded. Marksman's bow with Spartan sandals, broadsword, Sadist stiletto on tactics. This one is me beating the game speaking Portuguese for the final time. A brutality run on normal, a run with 4 leg huggers, and there's a bunch of other videos that I haven't edited out, like added thumbnails and titles and stuff. So yeah, you guys can look forward to a bunch more content in the channel. Please leave any comments and suggestions and critiques down in the comment section. I love you guys all. Thank you so much for always supporting me and watching me. And yeah, see you guys in the next videos. Bye bye.